Hi, empaths. I want to talk to you about three things that you can do to help you on your journey of being an empowered empath, meaning that you can feel confident and powerful in your everyday life. You can actually feel like being an empath is a gift and not a curse. A lot of times I hear that empaths feel anything but powerful. They're like, Nina, I spend my time at home. I don't like to go out. I don't want to be around people, which is funny because we love people, right? Empaths love people, but being around people is like, ah. So they're like, I don't want to be around people. I go into Walmart, I come out, I'm frustrated, I'm irritated, um, I'm anxious, I have anxiety, I have all of these autoimmune disorders, I am depressed, I'm frustrated, and the list goes on and on. And so they're like, I feel anything but powerful or empowered, right? So I wanted to talk about three things that we can start to get the ball going on being empowered and embracing the fact that, yes, I believe that being an empath is a gift. We're not like sitting ducks waiting for these narcissists and these energy vampires to come and like suck all of our energy out. And like we're just so weak that, we have to go through our life with all of this stress and anxiety. I feel like once we know how to fully step into our power and how to use certain tips, and I'm going to go over a few of those today, three, that we can really start to embrace being an empath and we can learn how to truly help people, which empaths have such big hearts. Like I said before, they love people. So they really do want to help people. But we need to learn how to help people in a way that does not deplete our energy. So, the first thing that I want to talk about is being aware of our energy. So, this is something that we seem to talk about over and over again, no matter what we're teaching on when it comes to spirituality, is being aware of your energy. It's so important because when you are aware of your energy, you can start to make these changes and do the changes and start the changes quickly when you notice that something is off in your energy, and make those adjustments before it turns into something bigger. A lot of times, and this is my belief, that the physical ailments that we have and the physical manifestations that we have tend to come because we have been ignoring the emotional and energetic signs that something was not right. And then it becomes, or it adds to, physical ailments that we have. So it's really important that we are aware of our energy. For empaths, this is also vital because we attract and we copy and we absorb so many other people's energy patterns, their emotions, their physical ailments. We absorb so many of those things that if we're not aware of our energy, we don't know if it's our feeling that we're feeling or if we picked it up from the man at the grocery store that looked sad, or if we were on the phone with our best friend and we got off the phone and we were frustrated and we didn't realize because we didn't take the time to tune in to our energy. And so now it's day 3 and we're still feeling irritated. And now we have attracted even more energy to us that is not our energy. So being aware of your energy is vital. Taking the time, and I always suggest at least 3 times a day, taking stock of how you're feeling emotionally, how you're physically feeling, because sometimes we don't even know emotionally how we feel, but we know there's tension in our neck and our shoulders. We know that our stomach hurts, our stomach's upset. A lot of empaths complain about their stomachs being upset. We know that our chest feels tight, we're feeling it somewhere in our body. And tuning in and seeing where you feel that, and then where did you pick it up? So awareness is first, and we want to be aware of our energy. We want to see how we're feeling. And then the second thing is, who are we spending our time with? I call it the company that you keep. Who are you around? So let's say that you're around your best friend and your parents and your neighbors and your coworkers and your boss and your kids. You're around all of these people. Do you ever stop and take stock in how you feel after you interact with them? Have you stopped to think how you feel when you see the notification go off on your phone, when you see that it's a text from mom, when you see that it's a phone call from your friend, when you see that it's an email from your boss, when your significant other comes home, how do you feel energetically? I feel like even talking about this, the empath will be like, I don't really mind how I feel because I'm so concerned with how they feel. Or I don't even know how I feel because I never really stop and think about me. I'm always so consumed with making sure everybody else is happy and everybody else feels good that I don't really even know how I feel. So the second tip is really taking a closer look at the company that you keep and actually writing down. I had a PDF on this. I'll have to see if I can attach it to this email, but taking stock on how you feel after you interact with said person and going through and actually, like, how do you feel? Not judging it. So you're not going to be like, oh, I feel bad when I'm around my best friend, but that's sad because that's not her fault and I love her and I don't want to say that I feel bad hanging around my best friend. This is just for you. This is just you to take in and really start looking at where your energy is going and how you're feeling and how you feel when you're around certain people. The third thing I'm going to talk about is boundaries. And I'm going to say it 3 times. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Because what I've found when I'm working with empaths and on my journey as well is that our boundaries suck. They tend to really either be non-existent or we don't really know where to place them because our fear of hurting people kind of clouds the places that we need to put boundaries in because we put other people, we tend to a lot of times ahead of ourselves. So I don't want you to start to get nervous about this boundary thing and start to go, Nina, I can't tell them that I can't talk to them right now, or I can't stop being friends with this person. I'm like all she has. And I don't want you to go there yet. I just want you to see and take stock of how you're feeling. So this is the third step. So you're starting to see where your energy is, like how your energy is. And you're starting to see where or how you feel after hanging around with certain people or after even getting notifications from certain people. And then you're going to start looking at boundaries and where some of those boundaries could help you to feel better. Because the key is, if you don't feel good, this is what I like to remind empaths. If you don't feel good, if you are energetically depleted, you cannot help other people. You can only help them to the point of your energy and how much you have. This could be, you could go years giving your energy to people like Skittles, just like, take my energy, I have it, I want you to have it, here, just take my energy. You can do that for years. But slowly you're going to start to get depleted of your energy because you're not getting anything back. You're not cleaning and clearing your energy. You don't have the boundaries. You are not taking stock of your energy. So eventually you're going to feel depleted or you're going to get sick and your energy is not going to be there like it was. Now, the person that you're trying to help, this whole time they've just been getting it from you, right? You've just been freely giving it to them. And so when you don't have the energy to give and you've just been giving it to them, what are they going to do? Now, they may start trying to go through the battle or trying to learn how to work on their own energy. But typically, people choose the path of least resistance, right? They're going to choose the easy path. And if they've been doing this their whole life and you've been there for however long, they're more than likely going to find somebody else to give them that energy. They're going to find another empath that they can go to where they can get that same energy from because that's what they've learned to do. So, really, setting boundaries is not only for you, but it's also going to allow you to truly help people in a way that's going to be long term for them and not just in a way that you're giving them energy and if you were gone, they wouldn't know what to do. And that gets into a whole lot of other subjects that we're not going to touch on today because we also can get into a codependent type of relationship where we're getting something out of being there for people all the time as well. I'm not going to go there. I just want to keep this as simple as possible with a few steps that you can do to start feeling better and to start like really taking note and being aware of your energy. And then when we're aware of our energy and we can look at um, this whole picture that we've painted on the company that we keep and our energy and where it's going and where we could maybe place some boundaries, it's going to just give us like the foundation of what we need to really get further and deeper into working as an empath. And as you work on these things, I mean, you can get to the point where you're actually able to use being an empath and having that clear feeling in your energy work. Like you're really able to step up having this gift of being an empath and making a bigger impact on people's lives and on your own life. So, those are the three things that I wanted to talk about today. So, just to reiterate, the first one was being aware of your energy, taking the time out, setting a timer on your clock 3 times a day when you wake up, in the middle of the day, and at night to see how you're feeling energetically, how you're feeling physically, how you're feeling emotionally. The second thing is taking stock of the company you keep. How do you feel when you get a notification from a text from somebody? How do you feel when you're on the phone with somebody? How do you feel after you've had an interaction with this person and that person? And really going through, and it's going to take a little bit to go through these people and be honest. This is just for you. So be honest with how you feel. It doesn't mean that you're going to have to, X all these people out of your life. We're not there. So let's just take stock of it. The third thing is boundaries. So seeing where setting boundaries could actually help to keep yourself energetically vibrant. Maybe you realize that every Monday, if you talk to a friend on the phone, you're too stressed out. It depletes your energy and it kind of sets the tone for the whole week. And so you think, you know what? Not talking to that person on Monday might really benefit me. You don't have to do the action just yet because I know that some of you really struggle with hurting people's feelings and we have a lot to work through. So you don't have to start implementing that just yet if you don't feel ready, but just starting to see how setting boundaries could make a difference in how you're feeling energetically. So those are my 3 tips for the day. If you want to work with me one-on-one and really start to deep dive into all of these different ways that we can work at embracing our empathic gift and really being self-empowered and helping people more than just letting them suck on our energy and really have a love for people and you really, really want to help people, then learning this is going to really help you to do so. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, I have that as an option. But these 3 tips that I gave you today, start working on those, and I will be more mindful to come in and give more tips on how you can fully embrace your gift as being an empath. So I will talk to you soon. I love all of you. Bye.